Hello and welcome to a special little episode of Tank Mechanic Simulator. The first supply DLC has released by the time this video goes live, and well, I have managed to find a Tiger 2 in the dirt. Also got an IS-2 over there. But yeah, 5 new tanks have been added to the game. I do have to mention, I want to thank the developers for giving me a key to check this out. And let's do a little bit of a time lapse with me cleaning up, repairing, and making this beautiful little piece of machinery look great once again. So let's get the show on the road. Let's turn on some music and start cleaning up some tanks. It is a Tiger 2, completely up and running. And, you know, let's start the engine and see what kind of noise it makes, because that's always one of the exciting things. So let's toggle the engine. That's loud. I can see it's loud on the recording. Luckily, I'm recording these tracks separately today, so I should be able to fix that loudness. She burst like a kid, doesn't she? Big fat kitten. Well, as one thing that is left to do, that is... God, that's a good noise. Okay, one thing left to do is to paint this tank into a proper color, as far as I can tell, I don't think ever any Tiger 2s were in Africa, and these are the Africa colors. So that would be something that would have to be done. So go to the paint room and we paint up the tank. While I am gonna go through that, I kind of want to give you my thoughts on this DLC, and I think the game in general a little bit as well. It's a good one. This tank has been the most detailed one I've ever done. So far, I've never been able to disassemble and assemble an engine as far as we've done now. Normally, the center engine was just a block. Nothing really spectacular. And now we actually have, like, all the beautiful stuff. Well, I'm not going to put 131 on that, because that is definitely wrong. That is probably more accurate. But it is not completely without fault, sadly enough. I ran into some problems during the recording of everything. Misalignment of hitboxes, cameras jumping right out of the play, and in the end I got stuck trying to refuel the tank. And I couldn't get it done. Which was rather annoying, because I like this game. This is one of my games that I come back to every once in a while, because it's just that fun and good, and then it just kind of rubs me the wrong way if I can't get, you know, things are not working properly or things are being weird. And yeah, that kind of annoyed me. But it is what it is, I guess. Can't really do much about that. I think all in all, I think it is a good game. It's a fun game. I had a lot of fun with it. I think this is. I don't think they ran this one. I can't remember exactly what the blow color is. That is sort of close. I can't. I don't know what official camo these things work. Tiger 2. I think it's a stripe pattern that I cannot get, sadly enough. Oh well. We'll put this one on. As ugly as it is. Alright, cool. But yeah, I'm slightly miffed about some of the like little bits that are still in here that just don't work that well, and I would love to see that fixed at some point. Other than that, I am fairly happy with yeah, this is a good DLC. It's fun if you just enjoy the game. Pick it up. Pick it up. I recommend it. It adds in 5 extra tanks that you can play around with, where you can have a little bit of fun with, not just the Tiger 2, for this DLC, which will be unlocking, which has been unlocked. I actually don't know the price because I can't see it. You'll get the Churchill Avery. It's a mortar Churchill. King Tiger, which we see in front of us now. IS-2, big Russian tank. BT-7, really small Russian tank. And the M18 Hellcat, which was an amazing feat of engineering, a large gun, and a very, very light, lightning fast tank, off and on road. But, of course, this is called the King Tiger for a reason. The king of heavy tanks. One of the heaviest tanks that actually did see combat, because the mouse never got produced. Also in the game, by the way. With that said, let's move this puppy to its final resting place. Well, that sounds very terminal, though. Let's put it in a museum, put it in slot 1, next to the other machines, and I'll show you quickly my museum, and then we'll end this extra special video. I guess I don't really know what to call it. I just got the email yesterday night, and I decided to immediately jump on it. Spent an hour and a half trying to find a Tiger 2. And, yeah, this is not correct anymore. This is no longer a M20 armored car, which it used to be. I'm gonna go scroll through here. We're gonna find it, because this is also stuff that they've added. As you can see here, we have the info boards about all of it. We're gonna set it up to the Tiger 2. Magnificent machine. This is not an M8 Greyhound either. It is the Tiger 2. Ausf B. H. A lot of things. It's the Herschel. Or Heinkel? Herschel. Ah, whatever. And let's put this one on El Tigre as well. Team Panzer. There we go. There it is. In all its glory. You have a lot of museum stands if you want to. That's a bit of the same. We'll add an amount, like, okay, whatever. That's when you start playing. You know, you want to do more and more and more. You might say I have a bit of a German theme. I think they're just beautiful machines. Beautiful engineering. Completely over-engineered and utterly useless. I wouldn't say they were utterly useless, but Henry Ford got the idea right. In my opinion, the M4 Sherman is the best tank developed during World War II. And its, you know, variants and derivatives. Better than the T-34, and I know some of you will call me a heretic for saying it. But a T-34 would only last for as long as it needed to, and then it would just be broken, would be abandoned, dropped off where it broke down, and replaced by a new tank, where the M4 Sherman would be able to be repaired easily by crews close to the front line, and parts were always available. That is logistics and tanks, and that is, I think, what makes, in my opinion, a superior tank. While the Germans might have had the best engineering, the Russians may have had the numbers, the Americans had the supply system and the interchangeability of parts, which made it such a beautiful thing. Too bad these, maybe actually not too bad, but maybe it's a good thing that these things didn't work. Of those that arrived to the battlefield, most of them never actually saw combat and had to be abandoned by crews because they would just simply break down. Too complex to work in the field. And with that said, I want to thank everybody for watching and hopefully see you in the next one. Have a very nice weekend. And check out the First Supply DLC. Link is in the description, as well as in the pinned comment. Have a very good day. Bye-bye.